Hey,
Hey. Hey there. Mm. He's shuffling papers.
hello?
Hello.
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 Uh,
Hi.
Hi.
Greetings.
Salutations.
Good day.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, see ya. Thanks for coming, everyone. You sound wrecked.
Yeah, so I've actually injured myself. Um, my neck is hurting like a motherfucker right now, and I can't turn it to the right. So I can't even keep my neck like upright. I'm in a permanent fucking like anime head tilt right now. Uh, And yeah, I'm just kind of hoping it clears up soon because if not, I'm gonna have to go see someone about it. So
So what did you
yeah,
do that caused this?
like not like I was lying in bed and I like turned my head and I suddenly got a pain. That was it.
Those beds, man. They're just out to get you.
Um, but yeah, like I've been more physically active, but I wasn't doing anything when it happened. I was hoping sleep would help, but no, it's still here. I've got some cream
Oh, so this
and
happened
everything.
like not when you woke up this morning.
No, no, it was last night. Um, had a perfectly normal day, and then yeah, had to wait for a couple of hours. So I just lay down, and it was while I was laying down in like the afternoon. Um, yeah. Uh, uh,
Fascinating. I I'm not sure what else to say.
I know, it's not that interesting, but I'm in. To say I'm not exactly like comfortable right now. Uh, uh,
That's that's amazing. I words English. God, I need to sneeze, but it's not like coming.
yeah, yeah, it's the worst feeling.
And I'm sitting here, it's like I don't want to commit to anything lest like it happens, but now my nose is just running instead.
Mm.
So I think it's gone. Um. Okay, so has it, anything else like fun, interesting happened? Because I've just been busy at work. That's been my 3 weeks.
Um,
Oh, and grinding out the Storm Tiger and War Thunder, but we
yeah,
didn't
I've,
we
I've
didn't want
I've
to
done
get
a
that.
few things.
What
Um,
fun and interesting things have you gotten up to aside from injuring yourself,
um,
injuring others
I have had.
perhaps?
um, where to begin? Let me check my phone. Uh, oh, I had my head. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that one.
He had his head,
um,
and now he's lost it.
I I had my head choked between some legs for the first time.
And how
That
did
was
this bizarre circumstance come about? Did you were you on the train and then you like tripped over and got stuck
Yes,
between.
exactly that.
All right,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, that was exactly what happened. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sure the stranger involved was fucking mortified. What happened next?
I said, "Sumimasen."
And she couldn't hear you because your mouth was still stuck in her crotch from tripping over.
It's a story as old as time, of course.
Yeah.
It's
Just,
um,
accidents and miscommunication leads to the weirdest places.
oh, absolutely. Remember, kids, never trip up on the train.
Yeah.
Keep even footing. Oh, I saw a kid fall down on the train.
Is
It's
this
actually really
is this an uncommon experience for you?
no, no. I mean, like the gap between the train and the platform. There's like a tiny
Oh
gap.
yeah,
You always say mind to the gap. I've
yeah.
never seen someone not mind the gap. And it was, we're on the train. It's kind of busy. Going to Tokyo, and we're just looking, and a mother and a son, holding a hand comes in, and the son just fucking vanishes, just goes, and I'm talking like fully between the thing, like falls all the way down to like the tracks, and obviously there's like a scream, and we all rush, but there's someone nearby, and they can pull him out, and luckily he's just got like a bruise or something on his leg, but I'll be honest, that was fucking scary.
Yeah, I mean, in any longer and the tread wouldn't have been on time. Fucking
Okay,
the
I am
entirety of
here to
Japan will collapse.
my entire job here in Japan is to dispel myths to do with Japan. This whole train running on time shtick, um, I don't think it's anywhere near as accurate as like people expect it to be on uh, on
So,
the internet.
well, what you're trying to tell me is that Japan is not run by fascists.
Light fascists, like the more the 1920s Mussolini's,
The
not
ones that
the
had the trains run on time. Is
yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
joke. That
I should say in fairness, compared to like the UK, the trains like do run amazingly well. I'm not saying the trains don't run well, but like there's this idea that the trains are never late, and maybe it's because the train that I'm taking is okay. So you
full
have
of
like the
foreigners.
subway, you have like the subway, and you have like the metro. That's all like in central Tokyo. Around where like the Yamanote line is.
Okay,
Um,
I'm
I
gonna
don't live in
nod.
central Tokyo.
I'm gonna nod like I know what you're talking about, but go on.
The Yamanote is like a big circular line. It hits all the main stops: Shinjuku, Shibuya, Tokyo, Ueno, and it's the most used train line in the world, I believe. It's the one where if you see people, if you see those videos of people getting pushed in by like the train um, conductors, and chances are it's the Yamanote. Um, but yeah, that's like central Tokyo. I don't live in central Tokyo. I live in Chiba, so I get a JR train that's also run by it's the same class as and run by the same company as the Yamanote, but it's a far longer distance, and so I
It's
would
not a
say
private entity, is it? It's got to be run by the government.
JR I believe is run by the government, but the subways aren't. But one wait, there's two. Hold on, who owns JR East? No, no. It's investment. There's a bank, another bank. Is this state run?
It's run by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries itself. Dun, dun,
It,
dun.
it's a publicly traded company, so no, it's not. It's private. Huh. I know that like of the two metro, because you have the Toei subway and Tokyo Metro. I know one of them is like owned by the government, but through a subsidiary, and the other one is like all private. And then there's loads of different lines like around, like KSA and whatever, that are all private as well. So, but yeah, the train again, it always comes like in the UK. You can just have like trains cancelled or trains just not come. Um, they always come, but I've now experienced it a solid 8 to 10 times. Like the train being late, whether it be like a minute late or more like the 5 minutes, the 10 minutes. Again, way better than the UK, but trains do not always run on time.
No, but the rail workers don't strike.
Yeah, true.
Maybe.
True.
I don't know.
But
So
shit, I was going to go on to something. You had me thinking of the London Underground now, which is on perpetual strike.
well, I guess there's the fun question. I was like, how is the... Because even though you live in Chiba, you've obviously used, like, the Tokyo Metro. How does
Yeah.
that compare to the Underground?
I would say regarding Tokyo, like transit.
Do you get advertisements telling you to stop sexually harassing people?
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing.
The amount of anti-Chikan ads are pretty. Well, not ads, but like signs. Yeah.
Reminding you that it's not okay to put a camera on your shoe.
Wait, this isn't like my Japanese online programs at all. I can't just grope people on the train. What the fuck?
Why are
Thought
you
this was
fighting back?
Japan.
I thought you were supposed to be a docile people.
Compared to London, I would say it's in most ways better. Not perfectly. Like London, the London Underground's when it's working, when it's not on strike. The London Underground is a pretty fucking good like subway system. So sure, Tokyo is definitely like better than it. It's bigger. A lot of the trains run more. Like example for the Yamanote, there is literally a train every 2 minutes. Every fucking 2 minutes on the same platform going in the same direction. Like you miss, like no one unless you're like a businessman, you never have to run for that train because it's like if you miss it, at most you'll be waiting like 90 seconds for the next one to come.
Crazy.
Like I know in London, the most once it's something like 3 to 4 minutes, which doesn't sound like much more, but if you take that over a few hours,
Yeah.
that's like 30-40% less load.
I guess because again, what I liked about the Underground was how much it made sense. You know, like I would say that the London Underground was almost retard proof. Would you say like even with a language barrier is the like Tokyo Underground?
No. I can't say that. No,
Okay.
like mainly because of the language barrier. The thing is, for me, I don't have much of an issue navigating it, but like I'm used to navigating trains. I'm used to navigating. I am in a group or whatever I'm in. I'm always like the designated map guy, find our way, you know, like I'm used to that shit. No, like, but it's not. I will say that they've tried like as many things as possible to make it retard proof, and I do think if you know Japanese, it is. But I know firsthand that there's some people who still don't know how to use it. They number every station. Like for example, like every station has like a number on the line. So even if you can't read the name of the station, if you look up directions, it'll say like JO20, and JO20 is Shin Nihonbashi. And so rather than as a dumb foreigner having to remember Shin Nihonbashi, you can just remember JO20. Get off at JO20. Um, all the signs do have English for the names, though there are, because it's different companies, sometimes they're in different stations for like transfers. They'll be like 2 minutes away from each other. Sometimes they're connected, but they do have different parts, and the different parts might have different names. For example, on JO21 is Bakurocho, but if I want to take the what is this? The Shinjuku line, which is a Toei subway line, I have to go to the Toei section, and the Toei section is not called Bakurocho. It's called like Bakurocho Ichemi or something like that. It's a different station name. That one at least begins with Bakurocho, but some of them actually have entirely different names, and they're in like the same station. So it can be a bit like, it's not retard proof now.
So it's like the London Underground before it was owned by like one company.
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. So I will say the fact that it's owned by like several different companies and there's different gauges, different types of trains, different services. The Tokyo transit system runs incredibly well. Like it's again, if you just take a couple of minutes before you travel to look up your route on Google Maps, you should not have any. I've only ever had one issue. It was when I was coming back from a football game, and Google Maps told me that at Shinjuku, my train carried on via a different line to stay on board the train, which is when I was getting there. That's what happened. I got to Shinjuku on the Shinjuku line, and then it turned into like the Keisei line, and it kept going. And so on the way back, I was on the Keisei train. Not Keisei. I can't. Keio. I think it's Keio. Sorry. The Keio comes into Shinjuku. Google Maps is telling me to stay on. Everyone gets off the train, literally everyone. And I'm like standing, and there's loads of people coming on, and they're all kind of looking at me weird. And I'm like, so I get off the train, and then I'm waiting there, and the train just goes back. They're all weird because like I've reached literally the end. Why am I still on the train?
Because I'm a homeless man.
Which means if I took Google's advice and stayed on the train, then I would have been going back the way I came. But I will say in the 6 weeks, 7 weeks I've been here, that's like the only issue I've had. And from there it was fairly easy to just get the Shinjuku line and move on. So yeah, I do like the transit system. Yeah. One thing, there's no day tickets, which I know it'd probably be like impossible to enforce, but I am used to, at least in the UK, like you can get a day ticket, and they're not that expensive. It's basically the cost of like 2 journeys, 3 journeys, so it's like kind of always worth it to get just a day ticket. And here it's just per station, like per station traveled, and it's always distance based. So you can have some days where it's literally like less than £2, and you can have some days where you're spending 10, 20 pound a day. And there's not many options to decrease that. Whereas like on the underground or in Newcastle and whatever, there are a lot of options you can use to
So when the
bring
sorry,
that
but
down.
just like when you say like it's based on distance, like are we talking like as the bird flies or?
I don't exactly know. Like it's very ephemeral, I'll be honest. So okay, let's say I live in, I'm gonna dox myself. I live in Inage and I want to get to Akihabara, right? There are two main options that I can take. I can take the Yokosuka line or the Sobu Rapid line, which is a fairly fast train, 35 minutes to Tokyo Station. On Tokyo Station, I then take the Yamanote up twice. Two stations up to Akihabara. Or I could take the JR Sobu line, local, the Chuo Sobu line, which goes directly from where I am, Inage, to Akihabara. But it's a local train, and it's slower, and so it's about 50 minutes to an hour. Doesn't matter which one of those I take. When I buzz in, um, use these cards. You have like Suica cards, Pasmo cards. They just mean which company runs them. They're all like interchangeable. You get charged like an extra 2 yen if you use the different companies on the different whatever. So it's pretty negligible. Actually, no, I think it's 10 yen. You get charged. But like using my like Suica, it doesn't matter which of those I took because it has a different amount of stations on each one, a different time. When I buzz in at Akihabara, I get the same fee.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you,
I was expecting, and that's what I
yeah,
mean by like as the bird flies, as in it doesn't matter how much you ping pong your way there. Like it's from station A to station B. Doesn't matter
yeah.
if you go through
I
station C or station D and E.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works though. Like how maybe there's like zones, maybe like I don't exactly know. Maybe it is as you say, like purely just crow flies distance. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, that's how it seems to work. Yeah.
I wonder if it's
Um,
that, or I guess the only other way I can think of it is like it's based on the theoretical minimum number of stops.
yeah, yeah. Actually, that makes sense. Yeah, or maybe like the theoretical fastest time, like the fastest route.
Yeah,
Maybe.
something like that.
Yeah. Uh, But yeah, so that's how the Tokyo transit system works. It is definitely the best transit system I've ever used. I will say, like
Cool. Now try driving.
it. I'm not allowed to legally. I'm not allowed to even try and get a license or anything because my university um, does not let me.
Really?
Uh, yeah, it's like written in nothing. We're not allowed. Basically, we can walk, get the train, or get a pedal bike. We are not allowed in our contracts to drive anything. So
You telling me you can't even get forklift certified in Japan?
I don't think so. I think I'd have to apply for an exemption.
It's a fucking travesty.
I know, all right.
You see, principal, I need to be based. Let me drive a forklift. Grant me this one exception.
So it has been a while since we've talked on the pod.
Yeah, it's
So
been a few weeks. I'm terrible in that I don't like push these out when I'm supposed to. and you're terrible and moving to a different country and having an exciting social life. How dare you? We're supposed to all be like losers in the server who don't have like lives or anything.
Fucking you said it, man. The fucking Biko redemption arc kicking off.
I said it in the sense that I'm pretty sure like Sleepy said it, and yeah, I'm
Yeah, but okay, but you said it louder, and I remember you saying it. So take the credit, King.
Me being the popular kid in class who just yeah. Fucking
repeats the joke louder.
Fucking been there before. Key and Peele has a great fucking bit on that.
Who?
Key and Peele.
Okay, Key and Peele. Yeah.
That's okay, my entire like input on that.
I can try and quickly run through everything I've done.
Dude, just saw a fucking swastika while looking at Tokyo.
I don't need to do that because I totally did do that with Sleepy the first time I was here.
Yeah, so I was just looking at like Tokyo, and I was zoomed in enough that I spy the Gokokuji Temple, which is like in Toshima. And yeah, just some fucking swastikas. It was like, it's nice. Just up the road from the St. Mary's Cathedral.
Oh, okay.
Which looks disgustingly modern.
Yeah.
That is.
I don't like those.
That's not a fucking cathedral. That's like the entrance to the space elevator. This isn't.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, but like that's the type of cathedrals you get when Christians were literally being killed until the past 100 years. You know, like yeah, you're gonna get some modern cathedrals.
What are you talking about? Christians were being killed thousands of years ago when the OG ones were being built.
Yeah,
granted, but they were being killed by other Christians, but. No, like I said, it's built like a fucking space elevator. This isn't what they meant by the fucking rapture. I should probably just link the fucking links in the description.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, apologies to everyone for the last episode having me remove all the links I said I was going to put. I put all the DL site links that I mentioned in the description, and 2 of them got flagged, which now has a strike on the channel. It's a fun time. It's just the Discord awards. There it is. Even the thumbnail looks like something I'm expecting out of like Red Alert 2. Yeah, this is literally like my fucking barracks.
No, I know, Sim. It's the diocese headquarters of Tokyo. Oh, I know St. Mary's Cathedral. Okay, I can just run through, things I did. Photos. I saw a cat.
Based? Oh, wait! I found another church. It's the Orthodox one. It looks much better. The Holy Resurrection Cathedral. Post that one as well. I'm sorry. You may continue. Tell me more about this cat.
I don't have to tell you anything. I can show you this cat.
He's gonna show me this cat. He pulls it out from under the desk. No, oh, he's posting an image. That's a cat taking a shit.
Okay, so first thing I sort of actually did, um, since we last talked, I did something for Halloween. I went to Shibuya on Halloween. Um, it was extremely busy. Um, I, I knew it was going to be busy, but it was like the busiest I had ever place I'd ever been in my life. It was like imagine being at like a really, whatever busy cons you were at in London, but like for an entire district outside. It was like so insane. Um, and it took us like 2 hours just to get into like a normal like izakaya place. Um, yeah, it wasn't that fun to be honest. It was like there was so many people and everything took so long to do.
Oh,
It
okay,
was not.
so I'm assuming that there's some sort of like limited Halloween stuff that was going on for this, or
Well, Shibuya is like one of the nightlife areas, but I don't know. It's just some weird thing people do here, like one of those weird traditions where on Halloween apparently you dress up and you go to Shibuya. It's just that's what you do. So
that sounds
we
like
were like,
Halloween,
oh
all right.
yeah, like and there were like tons of people in college. There were like obviously like just people with an Anya wig on and said that they were Anya, whatever. And then you had people with like really like I saw a guy dressed as the titular Chainsaw Man, and it was like fucking sick. It was like full on like like I've not seen it, and even I still thought, holy shit, that looks fucking cool. So it was a big mixture. Um, and but yeah, it was like super busy. And the worst thing was is that the next day we found out that like there was a stampede in Seoul. Like 100 people died in the Halloween thing in Seoul. And the pictures of like the crowd were like pretty much the pictures of the crowd I was in as well.
Dude was like, that could have been
The
me.
only yeah, like kind of legit though. Like obviously, rest in peace to all those victims, of course. But like for real, the difference was the police. The police had like come out in force, and like Shibuya Crossing. Again, like I'm sure you've seen videos of Shibuya Crossing, right? That's busy, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a busy crossing. Shibuya Crossing on the Halloween night, they had police with these big barriers that they would hold the crowd back on, and then they would release the barriers on the green light, and then put it back on the red. Um, and it was so busy that literally we were in a party of like 13. Just crossing the road, we were down to like 7. We had like lost 6 people, and
Don't
we
worry about them. They're
so
gone
it,
now.
it took us like an yeah, it took us like an hour to like find them again. Like that's what I mean. Like they literally crossing the road was like, and you can't go back, you can't whatever because you are being pushed, and it's like, yeah. Um, but so I should say my outfit, my costume I was wearing. I didn't have a costume because I didn't bring one, and I didn't think to buy one.
Okay,
So I decided to.
did you hear about the and I learned about this on Halloween, like the mundane Halloween contests in Japan.
No, no. What are these?
So it's basically just Halloween costumes, but as I said, really fucking mundane. Yeah, yeah. I think an example, like it would be like everyday things but you do it as like a costume, but it might not necessarily be something that you normally do. Like an example would be, and I think I saw it. I'll try to find the link to the gallery I saw, but like that like the district manager who's working like the cashiers for one time, and like people would dress up as that. It's like, just like everyday things, but done. And another one was like foreigner new to Tokyo who still hasn't found a rubbish bin yet.
Okay. Literally me every time in fucking Tokyo, just holding like a plastic bottle in a bag.
Yeah, so that was the thing. It was like just to go with like a camera and like a plastic bag full of empty shit.
That's funny.
I,
Oh God. I laugh because it hurts. Because it's true and it hurts. Fuck you, Shinriko and the sarin gas for making no fucking bins in Tokyo. Fuck you.
I'll post the link to it's a Twitter thread. We can you can look through some of these. The guy's basically just got a thread where he's like posted everyone's and like translated them. I'll let you have a look.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Person later. Okay, right. I'll. Yeah, this isn't the best audio feature, but yeah that is.
If you're watching this, comment below which of you was your favorite in this thread.
So, my costume was pretty mundane as well, but like it was fun at least from the foreign perspective. Like, but basically, I wore my suit and I went as a salaryman off work. So, at the start of the night, I was just wearing a suit. That was it. But then I would gradually, with every drink and whatever, I would gradually develop my costume until like my tie was wrapped around my head, my shirt's unbuttoned, and I'm like falling asleep on the train, or on the stairs in a pool of my own vomit. That was kind of the trajectory I was going for. So I didn't really look out of place at all in Shibuya, but in our foreign entourage, it was good enough.
It was hilarious to laugh at someone with a job.
Yeah, literally.
to spend one night going out and pretending like you've actually earned this drink.
All right, chill out. But I mean, our outfits, we had two guys in a Pikachu and a Charizard onesie. We had a guy in a wizard hat. That was that was the selection of outfits we had. Everyone else just wore normal clothes. So, yeah. Yeah, we went in. I got quite drunk because, okay, so Tokyo trains, depending on where you're from, when you hear this might sound like perfectly normal, or you might be like, wait, what the fuck? The Tokyo subway or like Tokyo trains do not run 24 hours. Plenty of networks don't. But there are like some big networks in the world that do run 24 hours. Tokyo is not one of them. At like 1 o'clock, the trains stop. And
then they start up again in like 4 hours. It's it's as close to 24 hours as you can get without getting 24 hours.
Yeah, but like London has the night tube and stuff. Like, typically the big systems at least have like a limited 24 hour. Um, like again with the night tube, we're talking like maybe a train every half an hour. We're not talking like full regular service. It's like a really reduced service, but it does run.
The
Like
thing is, to me, it feels weird when people talk about like, oh yeah, it sucks that the trains don't run here 24 hours, but then they like stop at like 11. When like my idea of public transport is the bus that like starts doing its run at 6 a.m. and it stops at 6 p.m. Like if you want to go out at
what?
night, you've got to have like your own way of doing it.
Yeah, you do not live in the city.
Excuse me, I live in like the 10th most populated city in New Zealand.
You do not live in a city.
Actually, sorry, um,
uh, no, I mean it's a public. I mean, there are other reasons to go out after 6 a.m. You fucking Amish man! Like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, the sun's down. Oh, I have to sleep and wake up tomorrow to plant my beans.
I'm correction. I am in the 8th most populated city in New Zealand with
Oh,
81,200 people.
okay, that's more than I thought. To be fair, that's more than I thought. Like, but still, like the the ward of Chiba, and Chiba is basically a ward of Tokyo. The ward of Chiba I live in, I think, is 250 to 350k.
Oh yeah, like I know I like where I live is not a population dense place. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, like this, the city of Sao Paulo has my entire country's population 5 times over in one city. It's
Mm.
it's ridiculous.
Um. But yeah, like I mean, I would say that like yeah, it just basically if you miss that last train, like yeah, you have to wait all night. So it can be like anyway. So we're drinking, and I'm planning on going home. So I'm drinking a lot because there's people who are planning on staying out all night, right? And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not. I'm not staying here until like fucking 5, 6 a.m. Screw that. I'm just gonna drink a bunch now and then go home. You know, like because whatever. So there's a few of us who are going to be going home, but we realize something, right? The last train is at midnight. That's the general rule. Last train midnight. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can make it. And what we realize is, hang on. We're not in Tokyo Station. The last train is like midnight in Tokyo Station. We're in Shibuya, on the other side of central Tokyo. And we realize, oh fuck, we have to go. We have to get to Tokyo to make our last train. So we have to go, and we get like one of the last Yamanote trains. And we realize like if we can't make it to Tokyo, by the time we get to Tokyo, our train will have left. So, but there's a stop earlier, Shinagawa, which we can get, and we have 1 minute to change over, right? 1 minute, and that's only because the train that we're getting is delayed. It's like 3 minutes late. If it was on time, we would not have been able to make it. But it was 1 minute delayed. So, sorry, it was 3 minutes delayed. So we had a 1 minute window. So imagine you've had a night, chilling with some friends, and you're walking home through lovely Shinagawa Station, right? You've just got your train back and you're leaving. You with me?
Yes.
Right. And you see because of course it's on the other side of the station. You see this fat white guy running, all in the station, fully out of breath, in a full suit, tie wrapped around his head. Immediately following behind him is a man fully dressed as a Pikachu. Just fucking legging it, just running, sprinting through the station. And we make it with like 10 seconds to spare. We get on as the jingle is playing, like the final jingle before the doors close. We all get on. It was me, Niklas, and a guy called Haruto, Japanese guy. And I'll be honest, like, and when the train started moving and we were able to sit down, it was like such a fucking, I know it's an overused word, but like, it was a vibe. Last train home. We just made it. We're going back, baby. Whew. It was good. Problem was, when I got home, Haruto had to continue on to the next stop. I was with Niklas, who is German. And so we do the classic thing. We go to the Family Mart and we pick up some alcohol, to drink before we go back. And who else do we bump into but 4 other Germans? So I then spend the next 3 hours just drinking with the Germans in a public bar before going home. So I ended up having a full fucking night.
Amazing.
So that was my Halloween. Oh yeah, and then I went to a football game with some old man.
He did.
Yeah, so like, I think last time we talked, I had that American football game.
Last episode, you were struggling to get tickets.
Oh wait, so had I not even been?
No.
Oh yes, no, yes. So I did get the tickets. I did, yeah, and I went. And I will say the atmosphere was really good. The game itself was absolute dog shite. It was a fucking shit game, and let's just say I'm not betting on Japan to do good at the World Cup. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think they could beat New Zealand?
They'll be close. They'll be fucking close. I was watching like the second best team in Japan play like the 5th best team in Japan. This is like top level. There were like national team players on these teams, right? Like we're talking top level Japanese football. Sure, I wasn't expecting it to be like Premier League, of course, but like it wasn't even the tier below. It was like 2 tiers below. Like it was like League One. Like it was.
Okay, so but the follow-up question to this is, how much money are they throwing at it?
Oh, we're still paid pretty well. Nowhere near Premier League money, of course. Like, yeah, but yeah, I met an old man. And it is weird that my only real sort of like organic friend, not from university, is like a fucking 65-year-old man. But fuck it, like, So here is me and him. Oh, come on, upload, you bastard. Upload. Discord.
If you would like to yell at Discord, you can join the Discord. Link in the description below.
Ah, fuck Discord. Why is it not uploading? Oh.
And it's uploaded. That is indeed an old man and a Japanese guy.
Yeah, I mean, the stadium itself was cool. The atmosphere was actually really cool. I'll say that. Like, they do care. But yeah, the game itself, absolute shit.
Did you tell him that, or?
I did. I think I wouldn't stop saying it. Also, they sung like they full on just fucking yoinked Liverpool's shit. They sing "You Never Walk Alone." They like do all like the Liverpool stuff, like Tokyo FC, like FC Tokyo. And I'm just like the guy's asking me like you got to sing along. I'm like, I'd rather fucking die than sing along to this because it's literally like the Liverpool anthem, and it's like I cannot sing this song. I respect that. Okay, it's FC Tokyo.
If anyone in Newcastle finds out I sung the song here, I would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I am not. Like, it goes against the very fibre of my being to fucking sing "You Never Walk Alone." It doesn't matter if I'm fucking in Japan. I'm not doing it. No. But yeah, and then after that, I had to go to like a it was like a party thing organized for the foreign students and like the Japanese like handlers, and after that we went for karaoke, and I met this awesome French guy who was sleepy and has prepared me for in that like I knew Booba, so we could instantly connect, and yeah, I've started my thing of like I got an England shirt. I went book shopping in Canada, and I wanted to get a Japan shirt, and I found an England shirt. Okay, that's our story done. I now make people of different nationalities kiss my England shirt. So I have. I was very drunk when I started doing this, so I now have pictures of a Frenchman and a German kissing the England badge. So that's like, what is it? It's like national cooking.
Indeed.
Karaoke was fun. I fucking love karaoke, man. Just like, fuck it. I was singing. Do you know Iron Man by Black Sabbath?
I do. I am very familiar with the song.
Just like, there's nothing like being fucking like 6 pints in trying to do like a fucking Ozzy Osbourne impression. God, is he or is he blind?
He definitely does have a very distinct voice.
And then I went to the university fair on a date. Quite nice.
Just like my visual novels.
Yeah.
It all comes to a head at the school festival. Yeah.
So, yeah, fun time. That's still.
Oh, dude, it's
going
potato.
steady. Fuck off. No, not every Asian is potato. Come on, you can't say that.
Oh, only the ones with long hair. And wearing a mask. Like, you know, everyone looks like everyone when you boil everyone down to like the top half of their head.
Mm. But yeah, that's still going steady as well. So.
Well, I'm glad it hasn't all started and finished in the span of a month.
Yeah, you
Also,
could.
can I ask what that
Fucking
whistling sound is in the distance?
Oh, the talks here, the walls are very thin. Again, I'm pretty sure everyone in the neighboring rooms has heard everything I've said.
Yes.
And people are opening and closing their door. Mine was so fucking annoying. I went to a bike shop and I bought some WD-40.
Bass.
So my door is now squeaky clean. No squeak. Absolutely not squeaky. But everyone else's fucking door does.
So when are you gonna finally decide you've had enough and just like start breaking into people's rooms and WD-40ing their doors?
I've honestly considered it. I'm thinking of like putting like we have like a little notice board and just being like a bit like passive aggressive, like, "Hey, is your
Just
door
tape it to the
squeaky?"
fucking board.
Yeah, I am some WD-40. Like, please take it and make your door not squeak, you cunt. But yeah, oh god, I need to take a shit. They can wait.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking. Oh, I saw another cat just yesterday.
He's seen 2 whole cats in Japan. He's also seen a 3rd cat. We'll talk about the 3rd cat after the 2nd cat.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
He's posted a 2nd. Hey, it's Debbie. I don't know about you, but do you ever have those, like, obviously, like, there's, like, certain just styles of cat, and you just kind of, like, remember one style of cat as, like, that one specific cat you met first, and this reminds me of my friend's cat from years ago called Debbie.
Huh. Yeah, I get that. Every black cat is Misha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Except that fucking retarded one, Potato Post. I will not claim that one.
What was his name? Jinx? I think it's
I don't
Jinx.
fucking know. I don't fucking care. Fuck that cat.
If you would like to know what this cat is, you can, like, track down Potato. Link not in the description. God, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. Anyway, and yes, but speaking of Misha, she's finally gone through a great ordeal.
Yeah. We've talked about this before with So I want to make this clear just before I get into it. I'm not trying to like absolve myself. If I really wanted to get a spade, I could have got a spade. Like, if and I do feel guilty about that. Just like when she was really sick, I took her like technically with what I'm about to say, I should have consulted and whatever before taking her to the vet. But I was like, no, she's sick. She needs to go to the vet now, and I took her to the vet. So, yeah, basically, my mother said that she would pay for Misha's spaying. But she's very busy, and it just kind of never materialized. And so I was always sort of waiting. I will say for like the first couple of years, I was ideologically opposed to getting her spayed. But that was because I didn't really understand what spaying was. I know I've talked about this on the pod. I thought like, well, I don't want to, have her go through all of this if it's not needed. And it just seems like, she's an indoor cat, so she's not going to get pregnant. So there's no. I didn't realize that there were like other health things to do with spaying. I'll be honest. So my mind was sort of changed. But yeah, I was kind of waiting for like, hey, like, it's pretty expensive. Can I get a spade? And I was like, I'll sort it out. And again, if I really pressed, I could have got a sword, but just didn't happen. So my brother now takes care of Misha, and my brother has been talking a lot about like, don't worry about it. First thing I'm going to do is get a spade. First thing. And so we agreed on that. And yeah, Misha got spade.
Yeah, so I have a few jokes lined up.
Go for it, King.
And I actually don't really have jokes. So it's basically just like the information required to make jokes, which is just funny in itself. Things like that. This happened during No Nut November. That on top of that, basically just a weird accusation that you lived with this horny cat for 2 years, and the moment
4 years.
4 years. Sorry, God, she's old now. And it wasn't until
Oh.
she resided with a homosexual that she finally got spayed. I take it he wasn't prepared to just put up with her shenanigans like you were.
I mean, yeah, my whole thing was always like, okay, yeah, she makes my life annoying for like 2 weeks of the year, but I can live with that, you know. Like, but yeah,
What I'm saying is you fucked the cat.
yes, yeah. You caught me, Heisenberg. You got me.
I still haven't watched. I still haven't started finishing watching Breaking Bad. Probably should.
Yeah, maybe. I'm so behind on like everything. I got.
Yeah, I do quite like this picture of Misha. She's very cute, with her tongue sticking out.
Yeah, human limb. I got. Oh, I bought a bunch of Monogatari figures because for some reason, like, they're super hard to find. But like, apart from it, my like local second-hand shop here, there's like always Monogatari figures. So I'm just like amassing a collection. I bought a Switch as well.
Just for clarification, you've only watched the first one, haven't you? Bakemonogatari.
Are you fucking joking with me?
No, if you've done more,
No.
I've genuinely forgotten.
No, I've watched Bakemonogatari, Nissan Monogatari, Kizu Monogatari.
Okay,
1, 2,
my
3.
bad.
I've watched every Monogatari, all of them.
He's
all the
watched,
way up to
he's
fucking
read all
Koyomi
the
Monogatari.
stories.
And, come on, dude. I like Ogi. Ogi doesn't appear until fucking like after second season.
To be fair, it is not like, I'm not going to say you specifically, but it is not beyond people to like watch first season and there's like mantle some character who doesn't show up until like 5 seasons in.
Well, I will say with Monogatari, at least in the West or in the UK, it's fucking hard to watch. Like, as literally, even though I was like paying for anime, some of these series and whatever were just not available. Like, Bakemonogatari was on Funimation, but Nisei Monogatari second season and Owali Monogatari first season were on Crunchyroll, and then everything else I literally had no choice but to pirate. There was no legal option to watch them, all the others. So,
No, I've got nothing going.
yeah. But no, I fucking love Monogatari.
Based.
Yeah, Switch. I've been playing a bit, but turns out, yeah, I'm fucking busy, and I don't have time to just watch stuff and play games, which kind of sucks.
Cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck me, my neck's killing me.
If you would like to kill him as well, you can join the Discord. Link in the description below.
Hey, you don't have to do that. We can just talk, you know. You don't have to kill me.
I really shouldn't be playing. I have little tin pie dishes because it's now approaching Christmas and that means Fruit Mince Tarts are available. And I fucking love Fruit Mince Tarts.
Yes, so your love of them is well documented.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it really?
we've talked about this before. Yeah.
Have we?
On the pod. Yeah.
Alright. If you would like to know more about that, go watch whatever episode that was in. Because I don't remember. But, yeah. Nothing interesting happened with me. I did my work. I played War Thunder. That's been my past few weeks.
Another day at the work site.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up?
Christmas.
Fair enough.
No. No, I don't think I do. At least not insofar as it concerns the public.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like...
Oh shit! People love. Oh, sorry.
No, let's go on.
I thought you'd finish. I know it is like unrelated. I was just. People fucking love Elon Musk here. I can't fucking escape him.
I don't think
He's like,
anyone
he's
can.
on the fucking.
I don't think anyone can escape him at the moment. Like,
Yeah, but it's like I thought Japan would be like. He's everywhere. He's got like books written about him. Oh, he's like on all the trains because on the trains they have like this news channel. And it's always every fucking day there's a new fucking Elon story.
well, it's kind of just one big Elon story. I hope
Yeah.
I don't need to explain it to you.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm very well informed on Elon Musk's activities right now. To make no mistake.
For those of you out there who use Sadbiron Guy as your number one source for Elon Musk related news, recently his what was it, like $44 billion deal to purchase
44,
Twitter,
yeah.
the social media platform Twitter, has gone through. This has made a lot of people very angry and is widely regarded as a bad move. to reference the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've yet to see anything that like I give a shit about. It all just seems to be like fucking theory crafting and
Oh yeah.
this whole verification shit, which I still don't care about.
See, that's it. It's
Sorry.
my whole point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Um, yeah.
All right.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go because I need to take a shit. But
If you need to take a shit, let us know in the comments below.
I'll just put a call out. I bought a fuck ton of stamps and postcards. I've sent all of my important ones to family, and I still have a ton left. So,
If you need a letter, join the Discord. Link in the description below.
yeah, all postcards. I'll cool. But I'll always give our loyal listeners. Wait, can we use plural? Listeners. Sandbound guy.
We still have more than one views per video, so.
Good.
Alright, thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Bye!
Take care. Alright, have a good day, Moon. Take care. See you.